American sweets
No.
are disgusting. Hate. Red, what happened last time?
Well, what happened last time was a bit of began with an awkward family drive as Viv was in the back with her driving behind us with her lovely girlfriend Haley, while the rest of the family was in the car. Uncle Mel still being traumatized for what he has seen with his own two eyes, and Liam and Jade having a bit of an awkward family conversation, we'll say. As there was a bit of silence before we began the spiel, with Liam trying to, guess, apologize properly to Jade again, and Jade trying not to get upset as she's trying to be understanding about the whole thing. A bit of back and forth, tense situation, miscommunication, and family pain, we'll say as well. And of course, learning of the fact that Mr. Our lovely Uncle Mel had fumbled a baddie, and probably for the best in the long run, but he's still having that effect going on. Yes. As we eventually made our way home, made our way to Milwaukee, to the home of De La Cruz family, meeting Diego and his two nieces, Naomi and Catalina, two girls with their own supernatural influences, of course. But we were here to help them apparently deal with a bit of a family crisis more than anything else, which they were confused why Darius would ask us for this, but they'll take whatever help they can as their family friend, not even family friend, someone they consider family in itself, is being distant and pulling away from them, basically. As it's seen, Miguel has been acting a bit weird since a job in San Francisco went down, and they don't know why. He seems to be unwilling to communicate with them, and they are just a bit at their end of the rope. A bit of explaining about the history of the Death Angels that they apparently had joined and what they do a bit. The name kind of implies everything, and more information, as well as a bit of an awkward start and ending there as we took our leave to go say hello to him and hopefully have a productive conversation as the family all went in. Haley, of course, saying she'll go do something else for her own fun and amusement and see us later as we all stepped inside Miguel's place. And to say things got tense as we sat down and Miguel revealed that his has a mindset of like believing himself to be a weapon, that he's kind of implying this self-flagellation of leaving his family behind and actually afraid that he's going to hurt them, but knowing that the best way to do it is just to let go of these emotions he seems to feel. A little close to home for us as we try to talk him out of it, try to explain our side. Jade getting upset but trying to keep her cool as best she can as Mel tried to give the logics, and Liam seemed to be agreeing with him. Even getting worse when apparently Miguel revealed that he has ability to make a zone of truth, for lack of better words, and basically seeming using Liam as a lightning rod for the conversation. As the more he talked, the more Liam agreed, the more the family tried to go against it. Even, like I said, Jade getting upset that Liam seems to be revealing what she feared most probably and trying to talk to her brother who seemed to not have let go of these beliefs after everything. And sadly, and kind of didn't really end well, as it would a bit in circles. Seemingly that Liam's conviction kind of fueled Miguel's, and regardless, he didn't seem to have changed his mind. Ending with him asking us to leave, and he plans to get a drink and try to relax after this whole thing. Uncle Mel, of course, saying that he would also would be happy to take a drink if he's all right with having someone tag along. And Viv accidentally putting her foot in her mouth a bit when she offered him, like, hey, I have some cocaine. And of course, Miguel getting very upset and saying, get the fuck out of here. And also muttering a name of someone he seemed to be talking to. But regardless, we left a bit upset, a step backwards, and everything we've been doing as we talked more and chatted before. In regard to separation, Jay getting an invitation from Catalina to talk, well, hang out. First, she needed to talk to Miguel, apparently, as that had popped up eventually. And Mel getting a text from Darius as he went off to go talk with him. And apparently being revealed that Darius, this whole Milwaukee trip was a bit of a ruse. It seemed Miguel had caught wind about what Darius is doing with Liam and seemed to believe that this is just a powder keg waiting to go off. This is a bit irresponsible, and he wanted to really see if Liam's ideals have changed, or he's just saying that to, deal with the situation at that hand. And so they cooked this whole scenario up just to figure that out, and the results aren't good, as Darius told Mel. It seems that Liam's mindset is a danger not only to himself, but everyone around him, and maybe it may be best to do drastic measures. As Liam revealed that he had also a similar mindset and went through his own metamorphosis, we'll say, as he was revealed the deaths of so many people, which seemed to have changed his outlook a lot. And he thinks such a thing will be good for Miguel, not Miguel, sorry, good for Liam. It is grim news all around. It says we don't have a lot of options, but we have to figure something else now, or this is just not going to work out. And well, Mel seemed to understand and slightly agree with him, but said he'll talk to the family and decide from there. As we all came together to discuss this, as he revealed, well, what was going on, what Darius had said, that apparently that, from at least from what Jade's seeing as well, that we're gonna have to torture him to change him, to make him understand. And well, Jade was against that venomously so, saying that there's a better way than just putting him through this. We can't just do this. And Mel and Viv even say, like, what other options do we have? We've tried everything. He doesn't seem to be listening or growing or changing. It's just, this could put us all in real trouble, especially if we're hunting or doing things with other creature. Can we trust that he'll have our back, or he'll also backslide into whatever person comes up to him to have that, change his mind to their side? And she offered another solution, that maybe he needs a break from being a hunter. Maybe we need to just, cut contact for a while and have him time to heal up. Maybe that's what we need. It would mean that Jada would have to give up hunting, but for her brother, she seemed to be willing to do it. And if nothing else, Mel's countered, like, we still have to give it to him. It has to be his choice. And well, Jade kind of begged him a bit not to do that, but we're right, it has to be his choice. So he would have to go speak with Liam. While we were at inside talking, Liam in the van got a visit from Portia. Seemingly one last little plea, as found out apparently that that whole scenario with Lord Michael, that event that took place, the 12 guys with shotguns attacking an angel and all that was all a ruse. Not sure exactly how the details were, but they have a hunch. And offering, well, him that position again, as well as the fact, well, he can also gain information about what happened to his dad. Liam seemed to be unsure, especially since he seemed to be a bit, wanted to talk with Darius, but seems he was a bit busy. And more so when Mel came over and saw Portia and had a talk with Liam, discussing plainly the options and what was offered. Options of either one, we leave it though as it is. B, Jade goes with you to, guys just do things normal. C, taking that option by Darius, or as Portia would point out, D, going to heaven, finding out who killed your father actually, and revealing the fact that no, actually, Darius doesn't have that option to request for another angel, Cassiel, to do such a thing to her, Liam. So that doesn't really exist for him, actually. So Liam doesn't really have many choices. Mel pointed out that she kind of seems to be trying to force him into one decision, as she seemed to be trying to push the fact that the family sees a lie and try to use Liam back and forth, before he ultimately said, Liam, it's your choice, you have to decide. As Liam seemed to be unsure, but going to talk to Jade and Viv, who were surprised to see Portia, and some of us upset, as we revealed the options that they have. And Jade said, well, we can just go off and be regular, let you figure out what you want to be or do anything, but please just don't do this. And she practically begged her brother to choose the family, for the love of God. And Liam, after a bit of struggle, said that he would trust Jade in this, and to her relief and Portia's disappointment. As this revealed, like, because of his choice, they are now enemies of heaven, and whatever that means trouble, apparently, as she got her gang of other angels and saying that either you choose death or you can renounce your family ancestors. We don't know what the hell that means, but we, at least for Jade, can agree that whatever Portia wants usually isn't for our best interest. And saying, no, I won't do what you want. I don't trust you, and quite frankly, go fuck yourself. It seems as well the rest of the family agree with her and decided to also not do what Portia wants, as those angels began to attack. And Mel put up a barrier as we tried to give him time to do whatever spell he needed. Her trying to fumble with the phone before Mel's spell went off to teleport us somewhere, as we disappeared from sight, having sustained the injuries. And I think some of us may have also maybe died for a second there or two, as we revealed ourselves to some unknown place, with an unknown woman, revealing herself I guess you said the word mother, much to our surprise, or at least for Jade's surprise. And that's where we ended last time. An unknown woman, an unknown place, and unsure what the hell's going on.
Yeah. As we are cut right back in. We are sort of looking at her. Bit of
I
a
think
uneasiness in the air, I guess.
I think the last thing I said was just like, let's slow down, everybody. I think we should just ask for first things first is like, could you tell us who you are exactly? And I think that's where we left off exactly.
Yeah. As what's this? My name is Lyra. She looks at you two, Liam and Jade. I'm your mother.
Cool. Hey, I guess I owe you that $50, Liam. I kind of thought you were dead.
They had to go into hiding. We were being hunted.
Okay.
Oh. Fuck, what was his name? Oh no.
Hunter.
Hunter.
Lawson.
Yeah.
It's Hunter, why is he not with you?
Yeah. Dad died a few months back, right, Grunt? Actually, I think so.
Probably been
He died,
like
2 months
2
ago.
months maybe.
Yeah, 2 months.
2 months.
Ago.
Okay. About 2 months. Still don't know the full details of it, but he's gone. Sorry.
She like sort of like you can see like she's like fucking there's like a wave of emotions that like suddenly fucking hit her. It's probably part of her that already was like wondering why he's not with you, but you know what happened?
We don't really know. Heaven says they do, but all we know is we were on a job and she kind of glances at Liam a bit unsure. I think lightning strike or something like that. We don't really know. We
Red
got
light,
back.
nothing else.
Yeah. And that's really all we got going on. Things kind of got weird after that, so I haven't really had time.
Must have been horrible for you.
And ever since I've been watching over him. I'm a Hunter's brother. I know we haven't met before.
Nods and both of you.
I'm the cousin.
Yes,
Joined the family a while back.
Should have met under better circumstances.
Speaking of family, there was an angel, June. She seemed to think she was your daughter. That true?
She sort of smiles warmly and it's like, it's a name I hadn't heard in a while. I assure you, she is no angel. What do you know of her?
She said she was
I know
2,000
that-
years old.
We know that currently she's in the legions of heaven. She wanted to find you. And, well, I know that the angels were trying to get Liam to become their next angel of strength or whatever.
Glad to see things don't really change for them so long. Uh, did- Was June part of their region already?
Yeah, but she didn't seem too attached to staying. She actually wanted to join us for a bit.
She like actually like goes and like sits down on the rock and just kind of palms her face a bit. Just like takes. I'm not sure if you do anything, but she's gonna sit like that for like 5 to 10 seconds. Just in
Let her have a
quiet.
moment.
Afterwards, she will get up and I'll explain everything. But first, we need to get to somewhere a bit more pleasant, I guess.
Yeah,
about that.
where are we?
Greek underworld, the realm of Hades.
Really? Hades, huh?
Angels might have wiped quite a lot of realms, but not everyone fell. Some of us survived. Or hid. Places like
Wait,
this.
are you a Greek god or?
Wouldn't call myself that. I believe the Romans called us Furies.
The bird things?
We have wings, so
Huh. Okay. I'll like turn to the other two. I'm like, well, that explains the. That does explain a little bit.
It explains a little bit. Explains what exactly?
Oh, you remember when you were trying to stop Liam from flying off the handle?
Yeah.
So, both of you had wings for like a
What?
moment.
What the fuck? What is? What? When are we gonna tell us this?
I'm
Why
gonna be
did
honest.
Have wings?
I don't know. It slipped my mind.
It slipped your mind? Was it between the vampire cheeks or when you were getting drunk?
It's probably the alcohol. Oh man.
Cool.
Ah.
Any other secrets that slipped your mind in the last few weeks that we want to talk about now?
So apparently
There's more?
there is. Well, do you want to hear it or not?
Yes.
So, there is something slightly related to fate where we can kind of. So you remember when I came out of the Demon Lord's room and there was kind of blood and my shirt was ripped.
Yes, vividly. You brushed
So
it
there was
off.
it was a bit of an experiment. And, well, through all normal reasoning, I should have died. But somehow I didn't. As in, like, punched through the chest, through the heart, right? Didn't kill me, somehow. I was a little busy with the whole spell thing a few minutes ago, but, well, I could see you guys took a few beatings from the angels. Don't you think it's a little weird that none of you took a lethal blow in that?
No, Uncle Mel, I'm think I died somewhere in that fight. I just thought it was the anxiety dealing with that, but good to know that I probably actually died in that fight. You know what?
Well, you got better.
I'm going to calm myself down before I get upset.
Okay, you asked. All right, you asked.
Because apparently my uncle keeps secrets from us. You know what? This is why I have trust issues.
Well, I didn't just want to fly off the handle. Tell
Anyone,
you,
if you need to get mad at anyone, Jade, you can get mad at me.
that is one thing. So, I get why they are all like cool and special because apparently they're related to you. Where the hell do me and Viv come into this?
She looks at you confused and then like processing your statements for a couple. You think they're cool and special because they're mine?
That was kind of always the running theory.
It's through your bloodline that the angel blessing spreads, not through mine.
Oh, good. Good to know. Somewhere down the line, someone in the family fucked an angel, probably.
Amazing.
You know what?
Truly don't
She seems
know?
No
Haven't
idea.
nobody explained anything.
Is Hunter not?
No.
Uh,
if
That's
you
not. Yeah.
if you plan to explain, he probably died beforehand.
He was a one for sharing.
He didn't,
Well, he kept
mention
his-
anything about you.
Not sure if I should tell you or not.
I think we're past the point between not telling us because right now, being ignorant here has left us mostly vulnerable. As apparently the angels want us to renounce our ancestry. Don't know what the hell that means. Enough that they're willing to kill us for it.
Well, suppose you're already
You know what?
enemies of heaven. This doesn't really matter anymore.
Let's get back to your more pleasant place, and then we can talk about this more. All right?
Well, it's safer. Sure about. I'm not sure if you would consider it more pleasant.
Remains to be seen.
She is gonna gesture for the fucking like rivers of lava in the distance.
You know, I always thought that the whole Greek underworld was more wastelandy, less fire and brimstone.
That's
Well, there's the river Styx, right?
That's the
Yeah, I thought that was water.
that's the Phlegethon. This is the blazing fire
Oh,
river. She'll point in a different direction as you see this large fucking body of water that flows. And it flows from the sky. You can see like it's a fucking pillar. A massive pillar of water that almost like falls from the sky. That has a blue-green hue to it. As it like slightly pulsates. That is the river Styx.
Neat. Neat.
In this region where you are right now, starters.
Neat. Neat.
Come, we are not safe here. She's gonna do a gesture for you to follow her.
yeah. Soon we will.
As Yeah, you will eventually get to. You see this large sort of fortress carved into the rock, into the mountainside. As you, I'm not sure if you have anything you want to talk on the way there.
I assume.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, go on. No, you first, please.
I assume the stuff she was going to tell us about what it is that Hunter was hiding that she was going to mention before.
Yeah,
We're
she's
going
gonna
to say
get
when
into that more detail, but I'm not sure there's any conversations maybe between you or as you're walking.
I think there's only one that Jade would say right now. So I don't know if we thought about this, but we kind of left Haley up there.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
I don't think this place gets cell reception.
It's worth a try. She tries to call her.
What? No, you look at your phone, it doesn't have signal. What the fuck?
She's just
Vivian, you know that other dimensions don't have cell reception.
I know, but I mean we did not say anything to her. She's just there.
Listen, if she's lucky, she'll go to the place we were at last, which is Diego Place, and hopefully get some answers from there. If she's not, hopefully she left. But I just thought about it.
I don't think the Angels have any reason to randomly attack her. I think she should be
What
probably
if
fine.
they do?
You can say a lot about Heaven, but I don't think randomly killing random people is their MO.
Yeah, but in their eyes, she's not people. She's a werewolf. So
Yeah,
Even so, I don't think they go randomly around just swinging their swords around.
that's a lot of assumptions for a lot of people who tried to kill us a few minutes ago.
yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. Anyways,
Oh, God.
Sorry,
we'll
Viv.
have to figure out a way to get to her first before we. I'm sure Raphael can.
Hey, Viv. She kind of like tries to cheer Viv up as best she can in this situation. Like, Haley's a smart girl, lady, werewolf. I'm sure she'll be fine.
I sure hope so. I mean, if several angels attack her, she cannot defend herself.
Nothing. Things seems like she's a smart lady. So I have some faith in her, right?
Yes.
Gives you a pat on the shoulder.
Gives you a small smile.
As you reach this fortress, as you now can see it, its area here is very poorly illuminated by the blazing fire and sort of darkened sky above. You see this large wall as you pass through it, and she will light this sort of small lamp. She'll guide you through the narrow hallways, brings you into a room as she lights a couple of candles that seemingly have their light almost faded away. This place seems to eat light itself. As she's gonna, there's like a couple of places where you can sit, and she says, "Should be safe here for now."
What exactly were we in danger from, anyway?
We may have lost the war a while ago, but that doesn't mean we still don't have to deal with heavenly hosts slowly genociding us. The Silver Legion is everywhere. If you're not careful, you can be spotted by a patrol, by a scout, and then you'll have a fight on your hands. You are not prepared to face them.
Yeah, well, we had to run from a. We already had to run from a few angels, so I don't doubt that statement.
The ones on Earth are at best Bronze Legion. One that was founded quite late. I will also, from my understanding, the weakest.
Ray. Oh, good to know.
So, I think you have a lot of questions, and I'm here to answer them the best of my abilities.
I'll look to the other two. I mean, hey, it's your mom, right?
Yeah.
Well-
I'm not sure. Oh, sorry, you first start off, Reda.
Yeah, what's this whole like thing you were talking about that Hunter Dad was supposed to tell us?
Your lineage, your ancestors are quite important. Through your bloodline, a blessing has been passed. A great boon. I don't know how it came to be. But you are correct. Mortal blows, uncanny luck. Certain amount of good fortune follows you throughout your life. And will follow your children, their children's children. Will be passed down through generations. Such are the blessed lineages of old.
So, who blessed them?
There was a heavenly war at some point. Thousands of angels died. I don't know for certain, but me and Hunter discussed things, and the leading theory always was that bloodline was a product of that war. Weapon, servants, maybe followers. Not exactly sure. What's important is that it has persisted throughout time.
Sorry to ask you about Hunter, especially after you found out he died. But how did you meet him? But then why did you have to hide again?
Well, it was a silly thing. I didn't always used to hide. Some of us sometimes slip through the cracks and spend time. She points to the fucking wasteland outside. This is not the nicest of places to be. Now it's even in a more decrepit state than it once used to be. Great wall collapsed millennia ago. Now all you see is the ruins of what used to be greatness. So, how I met Hunter? Quite simple. I visited one of your bars, I believe you call them. He was funny. And handsome. Mostly funny.
So, why'd you have to split town? Go back into hiding?
Shortly after you were born. Um, remember, I don't see it on you, but one day we were delivered one of the flaming swords from the Legion, alongside a note, rather threatening message. Had to hide, and fortunately for me, I am much easier to track, much easier to find. My presence on your mortal world creates footprints, whereas your presence, if hidden correctly, can blend in with other supernatural phenomena. So we made a decision to keep you both safe. I would draw their attention, make it look like we escaped into my old home, while he took two of you and had kept you safe. Hopefully prepare you for fight that's to come.
Well, what fight do you think is to come?
That you were attacked. You see that they're not gonna let you be. Your bloodline carries power that they fear, power that they want to either control or move. They don't like things they can't control.
Okay. So, you mentioned June. What is she exactly? Who is she exactly?
She was my daughter back. I was much younger. Fell in love with a fisherman. Simple man. That was the first time I experienced heavenly wrath. Drove me away. My daughter away from me. Realized it at the time, but heaven, they have their legions of so-called angels, but that's not exactly true. I've learned from Hunter that angels interfere with the mortal world. So I investigated. I was curious to learn what had changed in so much time. I haven't been keeping up with times, and I learned a rather dreaded secret. What happened to June as well. Someone's soul, their essence, is a malleable thing. It's not set in stone. One can shape it, one can twist it, one can torture it, one can change its very nature. June was half fury, half man, blessed with that spark they need. Turned her into one of their own before she was even 3 years old. They did that to others. Those who would submit. Those who didn't, well, are either dead, hiding, trying to scrounge up whatever meager resistance they can even put up nowadays. We're all fighting here a war we cannot win.
So, what happens now then?
Rest, recover. Yes. I assume this is a lot for you to take in, so try and process it. I'll answer more questions. Sure, there will be more. And hopefully after some time has passed in the mortal world, I'll bring you out. Have any allies, anyone you can reach out to there?
Yeah, we do. We have there is some kind of rogue angels.
The look of doubt is so fucking visible.
He broke into heaven himself itself to break.
Don't no, that's there is no such thing as a rogue angel. That's
Even some other angel semi-confirmed that actually he did break into heaven to get me out of there.
don't understand the levels of deception they would go through. You think the angels only win through sword and might? No, they have spies, they have infiltrators, they have assassins. They are more than willing to collaborate with anyone that is willing to serve their agenda.
I'm not sure what the plan was with doing a fake breakout into heaven, ripping my angel wings out, just to offer me to rejoin heaven again. I mean, I guess maybe it's part of a very long-term plan, but clearly that plan didn't work out.
How would you know? These people make schemes sometimes that span decades or not centuries, millennia. Think you can even tell what part of the plan you were, or if it failed or succeeded? What I know for certain is there is no angel that's my friend.
Even your daughter?
She like visibly like pauses, just as much as I care for her. Yes, I think they would use her to kill me. They could. And if I let them. At this point, I think she might even she might skewer me with her blade herself.
But even if you have doubts on Darius, there's a guy we know out there. name goes by the name of E, and I think maybe a demon lord we can ask a couple favors from.
The Demon Lord. They do usually take quite a problem with angel activity. I'm familiar with some of them. Which one is this?
Goes by the name of Abaddon.
Ah, you see, like the panic, the fear, the fucking like actual like anxiety spike.
Do you know her? As far as I know, she's relatively new.
No, it's not a demon lord. No, that's impossible.
Oh, she
No, 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 no.
Jeff. I look. Whoa, look.
Listen to me.
I don't know.
Abaddon is one of the archangels. He's been active throughout history for centuries, scheming, building an arsenal of spies and secret weapons for heaven. No, it's
Look, first of all, she's definitely Uncle Mel's right. She's definitely new to the game, and I promise you, she has big anger, beef with heaven.
So, if the plan was for Abaddon to pose as a demon lord, why would they still call themselves Abaddon?
I suppose that's right, although the name still doesn't. Why would you use such a loaded name anyways if you're trying to surely can't catch heaven's attention?
Maybe the demon lord thinks it's pretty funny. She seemed she,
Oh,
she
oh,
seemed like a she seemed like a very
Look,
she's from because she's the kind of person who might think that.
look, I can.
a demon lord with
I
a
guess.
sense of humor and complete lack of intelligence when it comes to subtlety.
Look, I can tell when someone's lying to me. Guess you can call it one of the gifts of the bloodline, whatever. But Abaddon isn't lying when she tells me that she wants to fight and essentially, I don't know, go to war with heaven. And she hates them for what they've done, and she doesn't really seem to consider them friends.
Believe you, but I, I've been left. Maybe this one slipped through the cracks. When we say she's young, are we talking centuries?
Younger.
Less than a
Her,
century?
her demon realm looked like a modern nightclub. Now, I'm not a
Oh.
demon realm expert, but I expected more spikes and infernal flame rivers. Yeah, it looked like a modern nightclub. But, they had computers and I'm pretty sure like a bar.
Few years.
A few. That explains the. Well, that explains her stupidity. It won't last too long. Doesn't sound like a reliable ally. I guess it's better than nothing.
Grunt, were we ever told what the angel hunters were exactly, or did they just say that we're angel hunters or something?
From Mexico, something related to like
yeah,
Mexico, but that's
you
it.
weren't. You weren't
They
given,
hunt
Mexican,
angels.
yeah, Mexican ancestry, but that's it.
weren't
Yeah, they
given
hunt
too much
angels.
hints.
Yeah.
Well, there were a few. I mean, there were a few natural enemies of heaven. They call themselves angel hunters from the Central Americas.
Death angels.
The narwhals, not death angels, but
Ah.
they believe there were great casualty when heaven's hosts slaughter them. thousands. It's good that they. Well, I heard rumors about them surviving, but most of them seem to be less content to fight, more content to survive. But
They
yes,
seemed, well, the ones we met seemed pretty interested in killing angels.
like I said, there are small pockets of resistance, desperate fools who refuse to give up. You're not alone in this fight, but you are severely outmatched, outnumbered, and outgunned.
So same as usual, apparently. Doesn't really change the facts. Certainly can't stay here.
Tempers. You go back up now, you will be caught. Let them. They can't divert too much of their energy towards you. They have a lot of problems when you're in charge. You have to maintain balance and order across so many dimensions, realms, and places. Tends to stretch you thin. That's our only advantage. Unless you cause a big stink, not able to find you so easily.
What about you? You will stay here down forever because you're too obvious up there?
If I was to resurface, it would only be for a short period of time. The reason I am here is because darkness is my ally. Our goddess Nyx, still powerful, even in state. They would not dare to come here unless they deploy full force. Fortunately, her protection doesn't extend to you. Not unless you pledge fealty. I don't think you are. Or nor do I really think you should.
So how was it that Hunter was keeping them hidden for all those years? You said that there was some sort of precaution that he was taking.
They figured that they shouldn't use their abilities, they shouldn't use the power of the bloodline. Other than that, it was mostly guesses. I'll be honest, it was mostly him.
Well, not how true to how well worked out. Because as soon as Dad kicked the bucket, they were kind of showing up the next day to talk to Liam.
He died, that means proverbial luck ran out. Meant he encountered such a foe that even your ancestors' blessing couldn't overcome.
Well, it was something that wielded lightning, as far as we know.
Rugs says a lot of things that can do that. gods, monsters, things from the beyond, things from the outer realms. Things from places that I don't even know about.
The search continues, huh? All right.
Search?
A metaphorical one.
Surely you're not gonna look for whoever killed him.
It was kind of on the list.
Shaq takes a deep breath. Don't want to lose all of you.
I don't think Heaven's gonna really let that one go. And if whatever killed Dad is still out there, there's no guarantee they won't immediately decide to come after us anyway. But that's we're a long way before we can even get to that point. Like I said, we've been kind of busy dealing with a lot of other stuff.
Bit of time here. I don't think it's inappropriate. I would like learn a bit about you.
She
Both
kind
of
of
you.
turns
As
to
like looks at both of you.
Yeah, Liam been looking very, very uncomfortable in this conversation, especially once he mentioned the angel genocides and whatnot.
That's
Almost ashamed. Almost ashamed. Yeah, ashamed's a better word. Yeah.
I'm sure we can leave you two to it then. I'm sure you guys got a lot to catch up on.
We all need some time. Maybe helps you bond.
Yeah, I guess me and Vivian will head out of the room.
Yes.
As yeah, she's gonna sort of look at the two of you and sort of.
Mm.
You don't have to do this if you don't want.
I'm not really good at the emotionally family bonding stuff.
Quite a bit happened up there, and let's just say I'm not the best person.
We're shit at it, honestly.
I don't mind that.
Well,
No, when I said I'm
Paul-
not the best person, I said I'm not a good person. In general, it's
I don't love you because I think you're a good person. I love you because you're my son.
well, that might change when you hear the story. When you hear the stories of what I did up there. I'm looking to it, Jade. You wanna? Are you fine with me tell the retelling or?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just retell her all the events basically and answer all any questions.
You begin to recount how you handled your father's passing, the initial days, weeks, the trip to San Francisco, meeting with June, your sort of embracing of angelic ideals, many discussions with Portia. Some of these things maybe you didn't even know fully in detail, Jade, but as he details all of it, including the break in and out, as does chuckle a bit at the idea that 12 guys with shotguns that just kind of Seraphim.
No, he also explains the later part of Portia. She eventually that no, it
She
didn't happen
will,
actually.
yeah, she will say that kind of obvious and like for anyone that actually has seen Seraphim in action. As she will let you know that well, Kamal is not that strong compared to some of the people she fought back in the day.
Yeah, makes sense if she mentions the Bronze. He's not that great, and Camille dicks around on Earth. Then yeah, it makes sense that all their angels are more powerful.
Yeah, he is. He was like the force to be reckoned with. Came to fighting against the gods. Was Silver Legion that attacked.
At least we're very ashamed as he retells the story at some parts. Yeah, actually most parts, especially the angel parts. Yeah.
Yeah, as she listens. She can like sense your sort of shame, and you kind of finish with the current state of events. She will slowly like get up and just kind of give you a hug.
Yeah, Liam will accept the hug. Yeah.
Don't mistakes are to be learned from, but my love is not conditioned by actions. I love my children because they're my children, not because I have expectations or demands of them. As she will glance at you, Jade, because I feel like you are also kind of like looking like a fucking hedgehog, kind of just curled up.
Hmm.
She will
Uh,
like sort of like put like a hand on you gently to see how you react.
She tenses, but she doesn't push her away.
I'll also bring you into the hug.
Oh, we're doing this now. Okay.
She says, I love you both, and I've never stopped loving you. I just sorry I couldn't be there for you when most.
It's not your fault. I think it's I think it's the big man upstairs who's forbidding you from being up there.
Angels? You mean angels and heavenly authority and all that? Kind of like looks at Liam with a look in her eye.
No, Liam's completely ashamed. Kind of fucking defeated there.
That matters is that we're both safe now. I will treasure these moments forever. Well, that's going on. Vivienne, Mel, sort of sitting in the adjacent room, watching in the distance through one of the openings in the wall. Blazing river of fire flowing the sticks in the distance.
Don't say I never take you any place nice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool here. I never thought I'd get to the Greek underworld. So, guess that's a great family trip.
Yeah. I hold it up.
Yeah. It's been a mess, but I guess I'm not part of Helsing anymore. At least, I don't think they would take me back.
know you were on the fence about the whole thing. How does what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, maybe it had to be this way. I always did it for Mom. Maybe I'm not sure if it's really what I want. I mean, I want to protect people, yes, and I love doing it, but I'm questioning the ways we're doing it back in the organization. I mean, it's efficient, but we got a lot of casualties, and we don't give a fuck about them.
Melchior kind of ruffles your hair as he says, "Good to know my daughter has a sense of conscience."
Yes, yes.
Sorry.
I mean, that's the least of our worries. I mean, we're stuck here. No idea what Haley is. We don't have my mother's soul still somewhere. I mean, that's the thing. We just met.
I mean, would it be
Liam.
unreasonable to think that Melchior was just kind of carrying that with him? It seems a little important to just leave lying
Yeah, it's
around.
unreasonable hate. Fucking large box.
I thought it was like pocket size.
It's not. I told you how size it was if you were gonna pay attention at the time.
But that was like a month ago.
I don't give a shit. Take notes. Sure.
Why don't you take my balls in your mouth? Huh? How about that?
Apparently they're pocket size, so what will I know?
Someone needs to write this exchange down.
I can remember everything once.
Perfectly sized for your small womanly mouth, then, huh, Grunt?
Yeah.
You
keep
lost
going.
this one, right? You lost this one.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that from Captain Glazer, Mac. Yeah, well, at the very least, I doubt the Angels will go and take our box from the van.
Yeah. I guess I'm just paranoid.
Nah, it's good to be paranoid, honestly. I'm mostly just trying to make the best of the situation.
Oh, good. Radio just. Same. What do you think? The mother seems nice.
She seems, well, she seems caring. Definitely more paranoid and kind of a bummer a little bit, but I guess millennia of living under the eye of, the Flaming Sword Brigade will do that to you. Can't really hold it against her.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, at least they got a mother now. Someone to talk to.
I need to stop reading chat.
It's great to have someone, who's family. I mean, talking to your uncle is great and all, but maybe it helps them to have the mother back.
I hope so. Although I think their situation is going to be kind of a little similar to ours. So it might take them a few weeks to get used to the idea.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm sure they're gonna make it work.
I hope so.
I mean, we did.
And despite everything.
Yes, despite everything. I mean, I wouldn't want to leave you, so that's great.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, you're stuck with me.
I hope so. And I hope you realize you're stuck with me too.
Yes, I've realized that. I'm glad.
So no more Raphael, right?
I don't hope I'm gonna see their face ever again.
And I inside checker.
No, that was the actual question.
Okay. Well,
Your daughter, don't you trust her?
now Grunt, you look me in the eyes and you ask that question again.
Hey, you see, hey, wants to inside check tomorrow.
That will set the problem.
Listen, gotta be honest. Your daughter does it spontaneously. She fully believes right now in this moment that she's never going to see this man and never going to
Yeah.
hang out with him
Yeah.
again. She believes it until he shows up.
We'll see about that then.
You're
let's-
right.
There's your inside check, Kate. We'll see about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Let that be a problem for future Vivian.
Absolutely. Great. Good. We're on the same page then. Nice.
Yes. So do we really want to stay here or till everything gets relaxes down, calms down a bit?
Well, would you rather go back there now and run from more angels?
No, but I'm not sure how long things will take to calm down and if it's gonna be a few days, weeks, months, years, we don't know.
Well, might as well ask.
So
Once they're done with their once they're done with their conversation, I'll bring that up.
Yeah.
I know you're worried about Haley.
yes, I can't get it out of my mind that she's gonna get in trouble somehow because of me.
It comes with the territory, honestly.
Yes, but you should not have to go through that. I just hope she's okay.
I know. You just know as long as you care for someone, someone else will probably try and use that against you. And no matter how much you like someone, you can't watch them 24/7. Hell, I can't even keep track of you three half the time.
I know. I'm aware. I think, yeah, she's a grown woman. She can handle herself pretty well, actually.
Just be ready for some serious apologies when you show back up after vanishing for an uncertain amount of time. I mean, don't usually like it when you do that to him.
You think?
You're crazy, right? Ugh.
It's, yeah, never heard about it.
It's like, give me some space, woman.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
I didn't Grunt, I never actually said that she would. I said that someone would try. I never said that she would accept. It could be taken that way.
The revisionist.
It could be taken that way.
Is
And I will accept that.
That
Mac,
Okay.
check the recordings. Mac, check the recordings.
I will check the record, but I think Grunt is right here. I think Grunt is correct. I think
Mac,
you're
you would
right.
say Grunt was right if you said the sky was
I will
red.
continue with the roleplay. I'll check the records in the background, but I'm pretty sure Grunt's right.
Thank you, Mac. Fuck.
Emotional connection with your daughter.
Emotional, right? Yeah, that bullshit.
It's too busy fucking huffing copium.
I. How did things actually go with Freya?
Phew,
We never
wanna
really
know?
talked about her.
Well, I'm noticing a distinct lack of jammies and ice cream. I was promised jammies and ice cream for this talk.
I'm not sure if they got ice cream down here.
Guess we'll just have to wait. Ah, what a shame.
What a shame. I'll get you to talk someday, even without the ice cream. I promise you
I mean,
that.
do you really want to know?
Yes, I certainly want to know.
Well, Raphael insinuated that he would pay her a visit while I was gone. I called her up to ask if she could, at him when he does that. And considering I kind of left our meeting to go find you guys, she was in kind of a bad mood and, essentially told me to go screw myself. And that, we were done.
And we just left her?
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys had gone off to another location. You'd apparently run off. Vivian was pissed and sorry, not Vivian. Jade was pissed and was going home. Fucking Liam was talking with angels. It was a whole thing.
I mean, I was not in trouble. Jade being pissed. I mean, she went home.
I didn't know the situation, all right? I panicked.
So, did you apologize to her after you got back?
Well, yeah, but it was after she kind of got mad at me.
No, that's bad.
Yeah. No, fully admit that I was in the wrong there. I fucked it up. But it's not the first one, right? You meet people and then you leave. And that's the life sometimes. Most of the time.
Yes, you're correct. Yes, people just leave. Okay, there are many fishes in the sea.
I know I've caught my fair share. But I don't know. I'm a little old to be looking for romance.
Don't you want to get your happy ever after where you sit at a porch and just drink coffee with your old wife and, I don't know, argue about defense from neighbors or something?
You ever heard the phrase, live by the sword, die by the sword?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you, Vivian. You stay in this life long enough and you don't get your happily ever after. Both Hunter and our dad died around my age. I'm sure great-granddaddy too. I know my time's coming up soon. And with the life I've lived, making fun friends and bitter enemies for the last 40 years. And now with heaven, too. I think that route's pretty solidly closed off for me. That's why I wanted all of you guys to have more of a normal life. But you saw what happened when Vivian and Liam tried it. It's not in the cards for me. Maybe, by some stroke of luck, you guys will get it. But not for me.
I mean, there has to be a way. I'm not gonna let you die that easily.
Oh, trust me, it won't be easy. They threw 24 angels at us, and I got us away.
Yeah.
But I can't do
I mean,
that
that
forever.
was pretty awesome.
It was. I'm a damn good mage. But I don't think I'll be able to do that forever. And when my luck runs out, it'll be your guys' turn. And you protect the next generation.
I hope I'm gonna make you proud. Then.
You already have.
She's gonna hug Mel.
You'll, of course, hug her back.
That's going on. Is there anything in the room that Jade or Liam want to bring up with their mother?
Outside of, is there anyone left here in this place?
There are a few survivors like me. People who hide, people who fight. Our goddess is still here. Some of them still are at the very least.
Okay. And what does it really mean to be a child of a fury? Because I'm gonna be honest, I kind of figured you were just Liam's mom, so still trying to take some time to get used to that.
Even June said we had the same mother. Come on now, Jaden.
I'm still Liam. At the very least, we were both surprised when we found out that we had shared the same mom. So still trying to.
Means have a mother that cares about you. I don't think you get any great powers. You already seem quite blessed to me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out this whole timeline thing. Like I said, I went from regular old ordinary to angel blood to also mom's not an angel. Actually, it's the dad side of the family. So you know.
Sorry, I got distracted by chat. Can you repeat your last sentence?
Yeah, Jay was saying like, hey, I went from believing I was regular human, to
Yeah.
figuring out I have angels, and now I have a mom who's actually something else too. So
She like nods and says, "No, I can see and understand why this is quite a lot to take in. I'm trying to contain my excitement as much as possible."
but it's not really much else. Liam covered the most exciting stuff that's been going on.
Gonna say now, Liam, are you gonna include in your stories your sister's dates with me? That's
Unless it depends on whether Jade would punch. Depends
Well,
on whether
I'm
Jade would
not just
intervene or
saying.
not.
Listen. Now, before you make that call, let me just remind you that history is one of your named allies. You just like he's rather relevant.
I
Yeah,
didn't
Mr. was
mention his
already.
name.
Yeah, Mr. was already mentioned as an ally by like Mel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Liam.
Yeah,
Important ally. So why would she punch you if you bring out the fact that your
yeah.
sister has in fact?
I'll leave stuff to Red. Yeah, Liam won't mention unless Jade intervenes.
Look, she's not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you. You can do what you want.
Yeah, Liam will say like she is yeah, Liam will basically like say in the sense like she's very friendly with Mystery also.
Oh my God, Liam.
Listen. I just want to bring a more topic to a more joyful conversation.
Nothing wrong in that.
It's not a big deal. God. Yeah.
Is he
There's
cute?
Well, you see, only she saw him because he doesn't show his face to other people.
It's not like
She looks at
He's,
that with intrigue, but not the way you would expect it. Interesting.
yeah, he's an odd guy. Yes, he's cute. At the very least, he's an information broker, and he's actually been helping us for quite some time. I'm not sure exactly the full reason why, but he's he knows a lot.
Well, as far as I understood, there's always been people like him supporting the hunters from shadows, providing clues, leads, covering up for messes. There was someone like that for your father as well.
Yeah, he was aware of Dad by reputation, I believe. I don't think they actually met. I know they didn't actually met. He said so, and like I said, I usually can tell when someone's lying.
Yeah. Informants rarely engage with the people they mock, unless I guess it's for personal reasons.
We as Liam says, friendly, than most.
Very friendly.
I'm gonna kick you, but we haven't really done much outside of talking. One of those situations.
First man that won my heart used to sing to me. Words can be powerful.
Yeah, I can see that being the case.
I will go to try and scavenge some food. Wait out. You wait in here. Back soon. As
Are you sure you don't need help?
they have spark of divinity, but can't fully utilize it. Flying
Hunter
makes
did-
things quite easy around here.
Hunter did not teach us, sadly, surviving in hell. I think we
Ah.
kind of didn't get to those classes.
And don't worry, I've never been able to fly in my life, and Liam's
Gone. The wings are gone.
Broken things can regrow.
That's fine. It's not. Okay, I'll not self pity myself. It's fine.
No, it's yeah, you can see as she like steps towards the opening in the wall. She'll sort of dive through it as a pair of wings sprout from her back. And she like descends into the darkness.
Do we see her leave the cave?
No.
Okay.
You're not really in a cave, you're in like a sort of like ruined
A
fort.
building. Yeah.
Takes a deep breath that she releases. Like, well, this is taking quite an unexpected what the fuck type of day.
Honestly, pretty good ending overall. We survived the angels. We met our mom. I think that's actually quite happy for now.
I'm gonna leave you with your optimism instead of being an asshole about the whole thing. I'll pass on that she's gone off to go hunt, and I don't know, probably take a look around the place.
Sure.
Jade nods, a bit distracted, as she will go and let Mel and Viv know that Lyra has gone off to scavenge for food. If she can, probably take a walk around this place, see what it used to be, I guess.
Not sure if anyone is doing anything else or if you're gonna let her wander around.
Let Jade wander around. She's just wandering around the inside, right? She's not going out.
It's a big
Yeah, not,
fort.
I'm,
Okay.
yeah, I'm staying in the fort.
Okay. Melchior would walk up to her and say, "I'm just like, want some company, or just trying to be alone for now?"
I'm not gonna be pleasant for company as Uncle Mel, just allowed the process right now. You know, I need time to think in my own little sad little corner.
Well, if you don't want to
Besides-
talk, that's one thing. But not wanting company is different. I don't mind a silent stroll. But if you'd rather be alone, I understand.
Yeah, don't worry. It's a big place, but I assume it's safe.
Oh, I want you to say it. I want you to say I'm gonna go brood by myself, Uncle Melchior. And
Oh my God,
listen
Uncle
to
Mel!
My Chemical Romance.
How about you hang out with your daughter? No,
I just
can
did that.
can Viv hear us, or is she are we a little bit farther away?
No, it's up to her.
Yeah.
She would give
Uh,
you space.
Yeah, Jay would get a little closer. Like, I did bring it up, but we left her mom back there.
She knows. We talked about it.
Oh, I don't want to bring down the mood any worse than it already is. But you gotta know that's gonna spell trouble for us in the future.
A lot of things are gonna spell trouble for us in the future, Jade. I've added it to the list. If something has happened with it, then we'll just have to get it back.
You know what? Yeah, you're right.
We're in the situation that we are in. Can't go back and change the past. Only thing left to do is plan for the future.
Yeah, she nods. Cause I shouldn't be well, I won't be too long.
Oh wait, you haven't said the whole line. Come on, Jade.
I'm gonna listen to I don't know what you say. 5-inch nails in the corner by myself to brood.
That's
See you
not
later,
even the
Uncle
name of
Mel.
the band. It's 9 Inch Nails, first of all.
I can't
And
hear
I
you.
said My Chemical Romance.
Oh wow, the wind is speaking loudly.
We're in a fucking building.
Whoosh! There it goes.
Kids. Yeah, Milky, we'll head back. Leave her to her brooding.
I assume she wants to be alone.
If
you
you
say?
want to,
What'd you say, Tamar?
I assume she wants to be alone.
Yeah. You know her. Now, if you want to
do.
follow her, that's, be my guest.
Yeah, I don't want to intrude her privacy.
Oh, you do have another brooding cousin if you want to talk to him too.
Maybe a good idea.
And hey, you got an aunt now, so maybe when she gets back, you guys can talk about stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's weird calling her aunt.
I guess were they married?
I don't know.
Huh. Would she still be your aunt if they weren't legally married? I mean, seeing they were emotionally married, I don't know how the Greeks do it. Maybe you can
I
ask her.
mean, they still got children. Yeah. Guess I'll keep it in mind.
So, were you gonna go talk? Were you gonna hang out with Liam, or you want me to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to look for Liam. Maybe I'll find some ice cream, so we can have to talk about you and Freya with all of them.
You still need the jammies.
Fine. Don't think they have that here. Look.
Who knows? Maybe you can take up knitting.
Okay, no.
You don't want to knit your poor old dad some nice nighties.
Please don't. No.
I
No.
get cold at night, my old bones.
Yeah, your whole bones is so crooked. Yeah, I know. Still,
I
I'm gonna
think
make
my
you
old
take-
wound is acting up. Must be the weather. If only a loving daughter would make me some warm sleepwear.
Yeah, if only. If only. I assume you have to sleep without them. Because I don't have anything to make them off from, so I sadly have to decline.
Maybe I'll go look for some stuff then, huh?
If you find something, be my guest. I'm gonna make you a sleepwear. If it's
Deal.
beautiful and comfortable, I doubt that, but I'm gonna make you some.
I guess Melchior is also gonna go and explore the building then.
Well, you're Jade, you're exploring. What about the other two?
He was brooding on a table.
Who could
If
have
there's
guessed?
a table or a rock or he's not moving. He's thinking. He's in his thinking mood right now.
Viv would sit next to Liam. Hi.
Hey.
You up for talking? I won't be left alone.
Sure.
So, how is your mom?
He sounds pretty great and cool. Want to ask her more questions when she comes back?
Glad to hear that. How you doing with the whole thing?
Well, I mean, meeting my mom again is pretty cool. I think I'm happy we all survived and lived. Not so happy that I found out that the guys I wanted to sign up with are the genocide battalion. But other than that, I think meeting my mom is I'm trying to focus on the happy stuff rather than
Yeah, that's great. Good mindset. So I told Dad that if he finds material, I'm gonna make him sleepwear. So he's wandering through the whole fort and looking for stuff. What should I make out of it? I mean, I'm not gonna make sleep out of it. Any ideas?
Nah, nothing funny comes to mind. Sorry.
If you got any, let me know. I thought like a dress or something, or like a fancy hat, something like that.
Make me skirt out now. That is in fact what Lee was thinking. Damn.
Yeah. If you need someone to talk to, you can always ask.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah.
What else to talk about? It's a matter of time till the next fucking savior group comes along and fucking offers me a beautiful vision of utopia.
Yeah, I don't believe there's any utopia left for us. Hey, we got each other. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna head off and find some interesting ideas I can make for my father. See ya.
That's yeah.
Well, but unfortunately, you are in that immortal winner spot.
What?
That's true.
Um, as well, you're wandering through the abandoned fort, its ruins, as take a turn to the left, and your candle gets blown out by a gust of wind as you get completely shrouded in darkness.
Ah, God fucking damn it.
Jimmy would try and light it up again.
Yeah, she would either try to light up and try to keep herself close to the wall to use as a
Oh.
way to navigate.
You click on the lighter and you manage to relight it, but, well, the wall is no longer there. In fact, you're now surrounded by an endless void of darkness.
God fucking damn it. Cool. Hello? Is anyone here? I have no money or value to bargain with.
And you kind of hear a voice almost as a quiet whisper growing louder. That's where you're wrong. Seems to me you have quite a lot to bargain with.
Okay. Can I ask who I'm talking to, or do I have to play the riddle game with you?
Why spoil the mystery so early?
Okay. Well, this has a feeling of stranger danger, and I feel like I should be really worried about that.
Like we are
Presumably-
more connected than you would like to believe.
Probably right. I assume you brought me here for a conversation. Hopefully a friendly one.
Depends on you, but let's just say my reasons are for curiosity.
Okay. How can I sate your curiosity, unknown being?
Sounds to me like things aren't going your way recently. On the
I
run,
think
enemies of heaven itself.
well, things have been going my way for quite a long time, so that's just a new agenda on the list of fucks up Bill. And I presume you have an idea of how you can help me with that?
I could give you the boon you need. Pass by unnoticed. The veil of darkness to shroud your movement. Hide yourself from the eyes of the holy.
There's like a click of realization in Jade's mind as this voice keeps talking. I see. And what would you get out of it? Because I assume it's not out of the goodness of your heart.
Now, it seems the old phrase, enemy of my enemy is my friend, might apply in this case.
Okay. I can understand the dislike of heaven, especially for what it's done to you and yours.
Quite so.
So what exactly would you want me to do in exchange for this help?
Don't give
What
up.
does it mean for my friend?
Keep fighting. Keep resisting them. Keep the flame of hope alive.
And what about my family? This boon of yours can help me with them? Help protect them?
More than willing to share it with your entire lineage, those of your blood, your kin, your descendants as well.
And has a lot of positives, but I assume there's going to be some negatives here. There usually always are in these type of cases.
I wouldn't call it a negative, but connection to this place would be the way through which my blessing would be given.
Wouldn't it put you in further danger if heaven finds out? Or maybe it...
I am already an enemy of theirs.
I can't say no to such a thing like this. But is it alright if I talk to my family about it?
Of course. Would be rude otherwise.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that.
As you almost, there's almost a flash of light that pushes away the darkness, and it's like blinding for a moment as you have to shield your eyes from it. As you see a weird looking figure standing in front of you, as he, like, with one hand, like, holding this globe of pure white light. As there's a whisper sort of dissolves with a shriek as this half man, half goat stands before you.
Are we still in the castle or are we still in the void
You
of
are
darkness?
no, you are now in sort of the hallway you were previously.
Oh, sorry, I think I got a little lost. Apologies.
You need not be afraid, child of the morning.
That's a new one. My name's Jade, by the way. You are...
They call me Azazel.
Ew. Who exactly are you, Azazel? Because I heard the name before, but I'm hoping I'm wrong here.
I am part of the heavenly hierarchy.
Cool, cool.
I
Just
don't mean you harm.
that's good to know. I would
Believe.
ask.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, good. She's
No,
just gonna go.
Finish your sentence.
That's good to know. I presume you've come. I actually don't really know what you would be here for. So far, I apologize. I'm a little bit leery here.
I can understand that. You were lured into a altercation and now hunted, blacklisted, wanted as well. Now you found yourselves here, this realm of a dying age, with your backs against the wall. Fear is quite understandable. But there is an opportunity in your escape. Opportunity I wouldn't have been able to get otherwise. Here in the deep pits of Tartarus, not even the heavenly hosts can see clearly. I'm able to speak freely with you and your kin, and hopefully prevent you from indebting yourselves to individuals like the goddess of night, or making deals you not fully comprehend the consequence of.
Okay, gonna be honest, and be very frank with you, Mr. Azazel. Why exactly are you helping us? Because so far, every angel I've met so far has been not that.
Well, you'll not believe me, but because I don't like the way things are run. My compassion for humanity goes beyond simple things like bloodlines and origins. It's not the physical aspect, but the essence of the soul that truly defines a human. And I care for all humans. This needless bloodshed is... I don't think it's gonna end well for anyone.
Uh-huh. And you wanted to help us specifically circumventing Heaven's security code by having this conversation while the genocides are outside and everything, I assume.
It's a much more complicated thing than you have been told. You've been given one perspective, and maybe I can provide another one. May help you contextualize, well, the worldview that you have up until now.
Can certainly try. I've been hearing a lot of perspective, some angels, some not angels, and people as well. So let's add another to the picture. I presume you want to have a chat with the family then? Make
She'll
your
not.
case? Cool. And I assume you don't want Lyra to know that you're here.
Scavenging fields of Elysium is not a easy task. Have some time.
She just nods. Very well, Angel Fed guy. Follow me.
As well, Melchior, I'm sorry to say, but this castle's fucking deserted.
No bolts of linen anywhere to be seen.
No, they long since degraded or pilfered.
Fair
Only
enough.
fucking stone. Not even a sign
know-
of life.
It's still relaxing in its own way, you know. Just
Before you
stroll
see like a
around.
fucking torrent of light emanating from one of the hallways, as you see Jade walking with this half man, half goat behind her.
Making friends, Jade.
Oh, you know Uncle Liam, the best.
Uncle
sorry, Mel.
Liam.
Sorry, I'm getting mixed
Uncle
up with another
Liam.
Liam. Look, we have
Hey,
two
it's
different
me. Let me
Liams.
go brood in the corner over there.
You know how it is, Uncle Mel. Just find the best people out in the darkest of places. I think we should have a family chat.
And Liam's also walking to the quiet place. He also, even from his brooding corner, I'm not sure if he saw the fucking bright light.
It's deep in the castle, you know. Well, I mean, I was enjoying my peaceful stroll, but if the weird goat man wants to have a family chat with us, why not, I guess?
It's already been a month in your mortal realm. I
Oh,
don't think
Jesus.
time is on your side.
All right, let's go talk then.
Yeah, no, Liam, Viv, you do see this flood of light coming from one of the hallways. As, yeah, you'll see your two family members coming with this man behind them.
So who's that?
Who are you, sir?
Family, this is Azazel, an angel from High Command, I guess, here to have a conversation with us. Azazel, here's the family. That's Uncle Mel, you've met him. That's Viv, and that's Liam. We've all introduced ourselves.
The moment you say that, Melchior just kind of like throws his hands up in the air and says, "Cool, am I gonna have to run away again?"
I
Well,
think
he
if
hasn't
you want,
killed me yet.
I think if you wanted to kill us, I think you would have killed us or called the Silver Legion to do it.
Weren't the angels of things that we were hiding from?
You know, that brings up a good point. If there's bronze and silver, there has to be a gold one, right? You know?
He
Is it like
nods
platinum as
and
well?
says,
Oh, shit.
you're
Okay.
looking at one of their members.
It was gonna be platinum, diamond, maybe emerald.
It's like
Obsidian? Yeah, okay.
Golden Legion is one that was imbued by our creator.
so only gods above you guys.
He nods.
The first question, why are you here?
Because, like I anticipated, your position now being so vulnerable will be approached by many beings, many offers. And I will not impose demands, but I would urge you to turn them down, not, or at least, understand fully what you're agreeing to.
After my
Yeah.
last heavenly adventure, I do not intend to make deals with any beings or outside
kinda-
forces.
We kind of just got out of, eternal servitude to a certain group. I'm not exactly eager to jump into another one. I think, right, guys?
He kind of just glances at Jade, but doesn't say anything.
Before Azazel popped in, Lady Nyx, I think, came to me with an offer.
And you said, "Thank you. We appreciate that, but we're gonna wait a bit, right?"
I said I was going to talk to my family about it, so in a way, yes.
Well, at least you didn't jump at her offer.
At least have some common sense. Thank you.
I just kind of lean down and whisper, "Was she hot?"
What? Oh, Jesus, Uncle Mel. This is not the time or
Kidding.
place.
Kidding, jeez.
Where are you? Where are you?
At least 85%.
Uh,
85?
guys,
That's a reasonably high number.
guys, I think it's a very funny conversation, but let's not waste more time. I'm not sure how many seconds. I'm
You
not good at
realize
math.
there's this is an audible chuckle from Azazel.
He
thought-
thinks it's funny.
He thought that was actually funny. Yes.
God damn it, Elizabeth, don't encourage this.
Zazel is in fact the angel of the worst pullout game. He did create the Nephilim.
Listen,
Like, I
guys.
love-
It makes sense. It makes sense. He's a horn dog. He's in fact Captain Horn Dog. He's Colonel Horn Dog.
Like listen, I've banged a couple of hotties.
I got demoted from. I got demoted for this, but it was worth it.
You know-
my wives.
When tall, bright, and unknowable here, if the things, thinks I'm funny, maybe you guys should learn a bit,
You're
Maybe
never
you
gonna
guys should all
be
get a
cool.
sense of humor.
You're never gonna be cool, Uncle Mel. Let it go.
Maybe you were cool to
Always
pass
been
with.
cool.
Anyway, Mr. Cole, bright and tall. What? Why would such a high-ranking angel? Why are you disobeying orders? From what I learned from Portia, you guys take hierarchy very seriously.
Yes. Said I'm disobeying orders.
Oh, I see.
Members of the Golden Legion are forbidden affecting or intervening directly, not just with the mortal realm, but even outer realms like this one. Consider this me as a modern humans say, taking a smoke break.
Ah, I get
all
you.
right. All right. Heavenly bureaucratic rules aside, what did you want to talk with us about besides warning us from taking any deals with ancient gods and other spirits?
I'm worried it will be persuaded by those who oppose heaven that we are, call me, a fed man.
Yes.
I also joked about the Genocide Battalion.
Well, heaven has myriad of problems. People who are now, like, looks around you, hiding, a lot of them monsters in their own right. Greedy,
No,
capricious gods, rapists, murderers, slavers. Wasn't a lot of myths have been passed down. Not even glamour was strong enough to hold back their atrocities.
that is all fair and good. I hear story. I think even I know stories about the Greek gods and whatnot, and how kind of cruel and kind of selfish and whatever they were. But what about our mother? She doesn't seem like that. Why is she being targeted by and others like her?
That is the tragedy of war, isn't it? People on the front lines don't really understand why their generals are sending them deaths. Now you understand why I am here, trying to prevent another war from breaking out. You and a lot of other people are on the very cusp of it.
I'm gonna also be frank here, Mr. Azazel. Heaven hasn't really made friends with us in the first place. They did actually. The reason we're here is because they tried to kill us because we said no.
Yes.
And we won't even try to have a battle with them or duke it out in the streets with them. Isn't like we threw the first punch here.
Well, officially, technically, we did.
fucking bureaucracy, semantics, fucking baited.
Now,
Yeah.
that's the problem, though. Where do you draw the line about who threw the first punch? Who caused the first suffering? You're unlucky. Your bloodline sends back great warriors that took arms and made a pact. Perhaps strongest, not least the brightest of us all. We are all children of the morning.
You mean the fucking Lucifer Morningstar?
Like nods.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Wait, no, sorry, I missed that part. What about him?
Your
I guess it makes sense.
ancestors made a pact with him.
The great enemy lured the sage. Even Dad said I was blessed by fucking. Of course, who's the greater enemy than Satan?
That. Okay. First of all, before we jump to enemy of the world type of things, apparently there's a lot of history going on with this whole thing that I assume that we're missing out context clues and all that bullshit, as you all like to say. Even with all that, though, my point still stands. Heaven right now wants to kill us. And I don't think that's going to change when we get back.
I'm not sure whether your other generals share your opinion, Mr. Azazel.
Don't. In fact, I am part of a small minority of angels that believe redemption. Or, you can see, angelic war, the many other wars that followed, have left those surviving scars and quite a skewed way of viewing life. Love is much harder to offer than it is to lose. Compassion is viewed as a weakness when your enemies will exploit it against you. I don't begrudge you or condemn you for your position, for your hesitance. In fact, I applaud your resilience. I don't wish to impede you. In fact, I wish to help you. But the goal cannot be escalate to propagate. The goal must be form, improve, to bring peace.
Listen, we had it our way. We wouldn't fight against the angels. Jade and Liam were about to go off and, live a normal life before your guys showed up.
I can understand that. That's why I said I don't think you're the ones to blame. I think you are victims of a long scheme.
Well, I appreciate that we met the nicest angel general, but what is your concrete plan and steps? Because again, I think Portia and the rest of High Command are still out to
You
get
are
us. And
calling me a general. This is the third time. I must correct your mistake.
I'm sorry. What would you prefer to be called? Just your name?
I'm merely a foot soldier in the Golden League.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure how you guys view yourself or bureaucracy works up there.
My point is, my power is quite limited. Refer to me as the fallen one. Not exactly in a position of authority. No. Especially the other cherubim not to mention those above.
Like, is it your views were unpopular? Is that why they made you fall?
Made me fall because I fell in love with humanity. I saw their potential, great works of art they created. Art, music, architecture was truly your imagination, ability to dream was something. It's something that is still awe-inspiring to this very day.
One quick thing I have to ask. You love humanity, but what about some of the more humane beings from other dimensions, such as our mother and whatnot? Do you also love them, or
I have no qualms with those that not seek harm humanity. Fortunately, your mother is as rare as myself. You know what the Furies were known for? Punishing the oath breakers. You wanna know what kind of punishments they exacted? You wanna know what constituted an oath for them?
I'm not sure of Greek mythology. I only heard from like Odysseus or
Let's say
stories.
that I don't think the punishment fit the crime. Mistake is regrettable. Should not lead for one to be punished. Mutilation, suffering, disease, plague, or death. I think redemption is the path. Should all strive to push those who have wronged, rather than merely exacting punishment and seeing ourselves as the righteous judges above those who make mistakes. In fact, this is the attitude that caused heaven to become this
Authoritarian structure.
that as well, but rather become so aggressive when its initial purpose was to bring order and help foster an environment of stability where beings could grow. And it became sword. Unfortunately, as much as the old laws prohibit, make fun of bureaucracy, but it is the bureaucracy that kept things going and that prevented more atrocities from being committed. To liberal use of power only ends in disaster.
They will not long agree with mostly actually. All right, but back to the original topic. What exactly? How do we prevent the war? I mean, we don't want to fight heaven, but it seems, what if someone like Portia or another angel discovers us and stands there, hit squats again, and eventually our luck will run out because
You don't need to fight heaven. Why? It's bad actors. Understand the greater plan. I am not aware of its complexity, its entirety. You already started to gather the pieces. You are close to solving this enigma. You merely need to persevere.
Good. Is that Perseverance gonna make a force field around us when we get back, so we won't immediately be ganked by a bunch of angels?
While not as powerful as the veil from the Lady Nyx, I can make it so that a gross violation of the rule not gonna happen again. You see, Portia overreached. Have in fact not reached heaven. Have in fact merely gotten really, really close to it. And you have not in fact wounded the Lord Michael. Lord Kamael was not attacked by you at all. She abused her authority and she will be punished. This will create enough space for you, and it will at least prevent more soldiers from being sent in to actively hunt you down.
And
So you say our goal is to fight the bad actors of heaven, but I mean, we're not exactly influential people.
yeah, and how
He like
yeah,
looks at you and kind of cocks its head, like almost in a sign of disbelief. Have you not achieved something that people thought have impossible?
we did break into heaven.
No, well, apparently we didn't. We just got close.
It's it's that legal gray area you find yourselves that proves to me that you are capable and
Listen,
you have connections.
and listen, Mel. Apparently, Portia got into actually, will Portia get into big trouble with the heavenly bureaucracy, or I'm not sure. Do you have
She
internal
has many
judges?
allies,
Ah,
but it will.
politics as always.
Yes. The debates are always present. But at the very least, I can promise you no direct action as the one you faced before will happen anytime soon. And if it does, I will make sure you are warned ahead of time.
Also, second question about the perseverance. Do you just mean us surviving at any cost? Well, obviously not at any cost necessary, but
I
or
mean,
does it also refer to preserving our lineage?
I don't want to use you as tools of war, as the ones that put you in this place. No. By perseverance, I mean finding others who want to reform. Already met Darius, whether he understands it or not. He is an agent of that reform. And there are other potential allies you can gather. Scattered, hiding, pushing, scheming. Your job will be to distinguish between those who want to see the world burn and those who rather build something better instead. Those who are driven by vengeance, the unquenching fire of anger, compared to those who have the temperance needed to be long-lasting allies. Find those that can be redeemed. Find those that can bring back to the path of hope.
Also, sorry to distract from this message then, but a rather banal, almost banal question, but a banal question. But what about Lucifer? Is he like? I know the story. You know, he rebelled against heaven in the Bible, but how much of it is true? Is he evil? Is he good? Is he? You mentioned will weapons, and since we serve
There's no such
Good
thing
morning.
as truly evil or truly good. It's all a matter of perspective.
well, like for example, some of the Greek gods like Zeus who go into like rape or like deceive women. I think pretty evil. So I'm talking about that from a human morality, common morality perspective. How about that? It's
I have to make this judgment. I would say he was driven by ambition. He was able to recognize the flaws of the system. But I think his approach was the incorrect one.
I assume he chose violence to overthrow the system.
He nods.
Revolutionary. Got it now.
He is not dead.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, see, I actually want to ask a second question. Portia mentioned he was involved in the operation to break me out.
I believe so. Only one of his caliber could perform such a feat of incredible strength.
So is he still free or imprisoned? Because obviously or like
The only one, especially one who hasn't seen them, would easily confuse Lord Michael. Would be his twin brother. It's a closely guarded secret, as if it spreads to the world. Somehow, Morningstar managed to leave his death chamber. The war would start then and there. Panic would be too much for everyone.
Okay. I have one last question I can think of right now. There's Lyra has another kid. June. I don't know something's gonna happen to her. Or
is
there's
she alright?
anything-
Is there any punishment being done for her deserting or attempting to desert?
Unfortunately, have little contact with the military of the Bronze or the Silver Legion, for that matter. But if she is a great concern to you, and try and, well, make sure she is sent on a particular assignment at a particular time. If you wish to speak with her.
To appreciate that. Thank you, sir. If it doesn't mean you risk your own
We're all
life,
risking things here, Liam.
just,
As long
just
as you can guarantee me that this will be worth it.
I'll swear, just you seem in a position to actually change things up there. To be damn
mean
shame
you
for the
said-
world if
You said you wanted us to gather allies we think could be redeemed, and well, aside from you, she's the only other angel who seemed to actually care for something besides the mission.
I'll nod.
I don't know if that's a ruse or a trick, but I mean,
It's good enough
you
for me.
didn't seem to think so. I can promise you that we won't make any deals with any groups that we don't, that we think want the end of the world or to watch it burn.
There are worse things out there than the end of the world.
Yeah. We weren't planning on making any deals anyway, and I'll find people who genuinely seem like our allies. You don't have to tell me twice.
the idea will also strongly not
I shall leave you to it. Mother is soon to be back. I wouldn't linger in this place for too long. She, due to her age, quite the warped perception of time.
Yeah. Also, little question. Should we? I assume we shouldn't mention her to you because I take it.
You will react with suspicion at best, hostility at worst.
Yeah, she didn't react nicely at Darius, and I don't think she'll react to us talking to someone from the Golden Region better.
I will leave that decision in your hands. I have no other questions.
Yeah, just one. I assume we won't be seeing you if once we go topside.
Depends. If you wish to communicate, there might be easier alternatives than seeing me directly.
I assume no praying, because I will alert the authorities. I'm not
She
sure.
nods.
Yeah, kind of figured.
If you wish to speak to me, I will need this link. If you're ever in need, reach out. And hopefully, I will be able to help you in time.
I assume we'll leave for emergencies. I assume, yeah.
I think you should hold on to it, Jade.
Sure.
As he is gonna, the globe of light gonna shrink down into a tiny pebble, as it has a small chain attached to it. He's gonna hand that to you, Jade.
She'll nod. Places it on her person, basically. Isn't sure what to expect, but it has any, I don't know, hot, cold, or just regular old
Feels,
smooth surface.
yeah, it feels smooth and cool to the touch.
Guess I think about you really hard, I presume.
You may speak into it, and message will be sent. I will
Gotcha.
send back a reply as soon as I can.
Stay safe up there.
Nod. He'll sort of look at him, look at Liam, and say, "Trust your sister's intuition."
That's kind of my plan for now.
Demon Lord Abaddon. She is well, she's someone you can rely on.
Oh wait,
I've-
that reminds me. What was the deal with her taking the name of a former angel or something like that?
Oh yeah. Lara mentioned that. Yeah.
He'll chuckle a bit.
Was that actually a joke from her?
Would you believe it if I told you? I think she took it as a statement, a middle finger to heaven,
I think
That sounds like her.
because she thought it was funny.
yeah, I absolutely see it in character from the
Okay,
few
good.
interactions I had with her. I absolutely can see it. Yeah.
She is living proof, I believe, that, for a while there I was struggling. But there are people who, even in the worst case, and even if they start from the deepest, darkest pits, can climb and become a force for good. She will help you. no matter how chaotic she may seem.
He just nods.
Take care. Stay safe.
You too.
As you will, the single flap of wings, he is gonna disappear. As the room darkens once again. I'm not sure if there's any conversations between.
Well, that was a lot of lore information we gained today.
Absolutely, yes.
Holy fucking shit, yeah. Holy.
Well, we got another game plan.
Well, I guess no making deals with Mama Knight.
Yeah, well, I hoped you wouldn't have done that anyway.
I wasn't.
I-
80%.
That's even lower than mine.
Listen. I was gonna talk it through and presumably look at all the positives and negatives.
She was hot, wasn't she?
Oh my god, Uncle Mel, I swear we have to give you, like, I don't know, castration or something like that. No, I didn't. She didn't have a form at all, Uncle Mel. She had a voice.
Was it a sexy voice?
I don't know, Uncle Mel. What do you count as a sexy
Yeah,
voice? I don't want to know.
Sultry.
Let me check. I'm trying the Congo.
Yeah, to the conker!
The Congo!
At the very least, I do appreciate the offer. It seems she's very much willing to, I guess, add to the blessings of the bloodline. I think this is what she was saying, but mainly in the whole persevere and keep fighting against heaven seems to be her whole thing. But I think it's not the best idea with everything we've learned about, with the alternative we had. So, apparently we've been here a month.
A month?
Well, no, technically
Yeah.
there's been a month on top.
Yeah, topside.
I'm off on
Yeah,
top side, yeah.
yes, but I'll rephrase. Technically, it's been a month, and up there for everyone else.
A whole month.
We better try and leave as soon as Lyra gets back.
And then we decided to start about that. He can't identify by the fact he can't hang out more with his mom.
You'll get to see her again. At least you now know where she is.
Yeah, well, I don't think there are many. I don't think I can go to LAX and fly to Hades. I don't think Delta Airlines has that flight.
I think you mentioned something about a crack. Maybe we can use it as well.
Now that she knows the situation, maybe she'll be more willing to come and see you if things go wrong. She might even be able to leave a way to contact her, or a way to get back here. That's more consistent than me, going all out like that.
Yeah, how are you feeling, Uncle Mel? I didn't know you could travel between dimensions. I know she was helping, but still, it's a lot.
Well, I'm kind of a really awesome mage, so, I can.
And look at you, ruin the moment right there. I was worried for nothing.
I mean, listen. I'll give Mel that he's pretty awesome, mate. He did break him to heaven. Now, it did require 4 crates of wizard cocaine.
That is true.
Yeah, I broke into heaven like a month ago.
It truly
think-
was
yeah,
great.
I think he's sadly. I think if only Uncle Mel could be one of the greatest wizards around. If only he wasn't held back by his lower body half.
Yes.
But if
me.
if little Mel didn't hold down Big Mel.
Ah, we're not gonna do the we're not gonna let him like name it, really, please.
Oh, it already has a name.
No,
Oh,
don't tell me. Please, don't.
What
The
is
Mage's Tower, huh?
Oh God, you know what? I'm not going down this course of action. I feel like this is we've already gotten too much. We've learned too much about each other for my liking.
Thank you, Jade. We're on the same path.
Spellslinger, huh?
No, please don't.
Oh my
No.
God, stop it. Ugh.
Yeah,